Will Israel take control of all of Gaza?
We intend to, in order to assure our security, remove Hamas there, enable the population to be free of Gaza, and to pass it to civilian governance.
Would you support Israel reoccupying all of Gaza, as has been suggested by some Israeli officials?
I really can't say. That's going to be pretty much up to Israel.
We have seen reports in recent months that Donald Trump is becoming a bit impatient, a little bit frustrated with Netanyahu, that he feels the Israeli Prime Minister has gone a bit rogue.
We want the people fed. And we're the only country that's really doing that. We're putting up money to get the people fed.
That said, there's very little evidence of any increased opposition to Israel in US government policy. The Trump administration has helped Israel set up this new organization to deliver aid into Gaza recently, and that has led to the current situation where Palestinian civilians are every day trekking kilometers, in some cases, to a handful, I think a total of 4 aid distribution sites, where many of them have been shot dead. Trump has been reluctant to speak out against Israel publicly.
They see evidence of a genocide in Gaza?
I don't think it's that. Look, they're in a war. Some horrible things happened on October 7th, as you know. It was a horrible...
He's not getting involved. He's not really offering an opinion on it at all. He's almost staying out of it. He's almost abrogating any responsibility for what happens. We shouldn't say that Trump never contradicts Netanyahu. He did recently say that he believed children were indeed starving in Gaza. That was a direct contradiction of what Benjamin Netanyahu and his senior ministers had been saying.
Israel is presented as though we are applying a campaign of starvation in Gaza. What a bold-faced lie.
American support for Israel has been pretty much an unconditional part of American government policy for a long time now. It's almost a third rail in American politics. You can't be too critical of Israel, whether you're Republican or Democrat. It's not the same in other countries. It's a unique thing to the United States, which is why even as countries like the United Kingdom and France and Australia, to a lesser extent, have been far more critical of Israel in recent months, America is pretty much staying firm, at least in its public stance. We can't know for sure what it's saying to Israel behind the scenes.
Israel is losing support by its own actions, and that some of its actions are completely indefensible.
The implications for Australia's relationship with America here, I think, are quite minimal. Trump has made it quite clear that he is willing to let other countries like the British government, like the French government, like our government, voice differing opinions on Israel and perhaps be more friendly towards the idea of Palestinian statehood.
If Canada moves forward with recognizing the Palestinian state, is that a deal breaker for you?
Well, we're going to see. No, I didn't like what they said, but that's their opinion. I didn't like that. Not a deal breaker.
The relationship that we have with Israel is more problematic because Benjamin Netanyahu has personally spoken out against Australia a couple of times now in the last year, and his position is that our government's position, being in favour of a two-state solution, saying that the situation in Gaza is untenable and unacceptable, he thinks that is amounting to a reward for Hamas. So it feels as though that particular bilateral relationship will be tense for quite some time going forward. My view on it is that America doesn't particularly care what we think about this issue, and Donald Trump is just going to do what he's going to do, whatever. Perhaps that's a little too optimistic, but fingers crossed that's how it would play out.